One school.
I'll warn you ahead of time, brevity is not one of my strong suits. So Mary Metters does a good job at keeping me on task, so I'm sure Mary is going to tell me when the time is running out.
Got 2 minutes, let's go.
2 minutes. 40 minutes, okay. I titled my presentation to you tonight is, Why Do My Property Taxes Keep Going Up? I have to give you a little bit of background. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Wait, I'll tell you what, I'm just going to get this. Okay, I can do better without the podium thing or the stand. Back in 2006, I moved to the area, and I was welcomed in May of 2006 with a huge, I don't know if y'all remember that, but a huge property tax that came on back in May of 2006. I moved here in April, and so I didn't know it was coming. I didn't really pay much attention other than I saw a big tax go up. And I thought, okay, I got that. But fortunately, we went 2 or 3 years, no tax increase, and then come around 2009, another tax went on the ballot. Do y'all remember that? How many of y'all remember that 2009 permanent improvement? That came on around May. And then on the tail end of that, there was another tax levy that came on, which was Issue 48. How many of y'all remember Issue 48? That was a whopper. I felt that one. So back in August of 2009, I was blissfully ignorant about school finances. I thought, for like many people, that anybody who worked in the district was sorely underpaid, and that we needed to keep passing these levies because I knew they just weren't making a lot of money. I just knew they weren't. But it stopped when that 2009 Issue 48 came on the ballot. I started scratching my head. Well, why do my property taxes keep? Why do they need the money? So I went and I spoke to Dr. Good. Shortly after that, that's when he had his little coffees. Y'all remember the coffees? And I said, Dr. Good, tell me, why do my property taxes keep going up? And what he told me was HB 920 and inflation. And so I go, okay, I don't know what HB 920 is, but inflation, that seemed a little odd. So I believe in trust and verify. I trust what you tell me, but I'm going to verify that as well. So what I found out is that HB 920 was passed some 30 years earlier, and it really was a taxpayer type of a thing. It stopped taxes from rising with the value of our homes. And what was happening, people were losing their homes because the values were going up, and the taxes kept going up. And there are people who lost their homes. The taxes became so high they couldn't make their payments. So back in '72, they passed HB 920, which basically enforced an effective rate. An effective rate, basically when you get a tax levy on the ballot, it says it's for so many mills, but really it's a dollar amount. So HB 920 makes sure that through time, no more than that dollar amount can be collected. So as property values go down, the effective rate will go up. As property values go up, the effective rate goes down, so that the district can maintain that cash flow. Everybody with me on that point? So, recently they said, oh, we're going to lose a lot of money because property value is going to go down. But they did come and tell you that HB 920 was their friend, did they? They said it was their enemy when they needed money, but it's their friend when the values go down. So basically they didn't lose near the amount of money they said they were going to. Because as the property values went down, those tax levies that we have on the books, they went up to kind of offset that. So it wasn't exactly they didn't lose anything, but pretty much they got what they wanted. And then, as I said, inflation was only about a half to a third of the increases I was seeing in certain categories of the budget. So I scratched my head and go, okay, I'm still digging here. So the more I dug, the more I found out, as Jim or some others have said,